Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. In the Black Friday sale, I picked up a lot of Pat McGrath lip products. Pat McGrath does a like $12 lipstick sale, I believe like every year for Black Friday. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe she did it last year as well, and now this year again. So you were able to buy lipstick, lip liners, lip glosses for just $12 or 12 euros, and they're normally a lot more expensive. So I thought I would take advantage of this deal and pick up some Pat McGrath lip products that I've been wanting to try. I've never tried Pat McGrath lip products before. Now when I was looking for like which shades I wanted to buy, lip swatches videos were very helpful. So I thought for today's video I would do like lip swatches as well, kind of show you guys what all these shades look like and my first impression and everything. So that's what we're doing today. If you're new here, then hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found it. I upload beauty videos every single week. Would love it if you subscribe. But for now, if you want to see which Pat McGrath lip products I picked up, then please keep watching. So I'm actually going to be starting off with the lip glosses that I picked up, and the first one I wanted to show you guys is this one, and this is the Pat McGrath Lust Gloss in the shade Peach Perversion, and this is what Peach Perversion looks like. It looks like a beautiful peachy nude shade, which I thought I would get so much use out of. I feel like it is like a beautiful undertone and it is still very natural. It is probably one that I would wear with a lip liner or on top of a lipstick. I'm not really a person to wear like glosses just on its own, but I want to do that today so you can really see what the shade itself looks like. So let's apply this to the lips. I will put timestamps down below if you're interested to seeing a like particular shade, but this is what the shade Peach Perversion looks like on me. I would say I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't look peachy at all. To me, it looks like a very pale pink gloss. It's sort of like looking a little bit like milky on the lips, but I'm not really seeing any peach pigment whatsoever. So I'm going to have to say I'm a little bit disappointed by this shade. It just looked like a nice shade, and it's probably going to be really pretty on top of like a lip liner or a lipstick. But for this shade in particular, I did expect a little bit more. Then next we have the shade Love Potion, and this looks even more pale like in the tube than Peach Perversion. So now I'm kind of scared, but I have tried this before on top of a lipstick and I didn't really like it that way. I'm probably not going to wear this one on its own because of how light it is, but I want to show you guys what it looks like on its own. But like I said, this is the shade Love Potion and it looks like a beautiful light pink gloss. So this is what the shade Love Potion looks like. It pretty much goes on clear. It has like a little bit of like really light pink pigment to it, but overall I would definitely say this is more of like a clear gloss. It does have some like reflective particles in there, and it is definitely a pretty gloss. So then now it's time for the gloss that I was personally most excited about, and this was the shade Faux Real. It was initially sold out when I wanted to pick it up, which is why I ended up buying Peach Perversion, but then it came back in stock and I just couldn't resist it now that it was still like 12 euros. So I decided to get this one as well, and Faux Real just looks like a beautiful light beige lipstick, like very light brown. And I watched Morgan Turner's like Pat McGrath lip video from last year, and it was really helpful, and I thought this one looks super pretty. So I'm definitely excited to be trying this out, but I will say after that Peach Perversion gloss, I'm kind of scared that this is going to be like super light and sheer as well, but let's try it out. So this is what the shade Faux Real is looking like. I'm definitely noticing a little bit of pigment on this one. I'm not seeing as many like shimmer particles, but it's mostly like a glossy light brown shade, and I feel like it is really pretty. It's definitely what I was expecting, and I feel like this looks very pretty. So I have 5 lipsticks that I picked up during this sale, and I'm going to start off with the lightest shade, I think, which is the shade Peep Show. This is the one I initially wanted as well, but I waited too long and then it was sold out, so I bought the other ones, and then when it came back in stock, I knew I still had to get this one. So this just looks like a beautiful, like light pinky peachy shade, and I'm very curious to see what the formula of these lipsticks is going to be like. Very creamy, a lot creamier than I was expecting. So this is what the shade Peep Show is looking like. I definitely think this is not flattering without a lip liner for me personally, but I feel like with a deeper lip liner, I could totally wear this. Usually these types of shades I always wear with a lip liner because otherwise I feel like they're just washing me out a little bit. It is a little bit more peachy or maybe like vibrant than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of like a true nude shade, but it does look really nice. The formula itself feels very comfortable and also feels very slippery, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a weird texture, and I don't know if you can see, but on my bottom lip, it is not sitting as nicely. It's not like an even coat, but I feel like maybe with a lip liner underneath, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. And like I just said, I probably wouldn't wear this without a lip liner anyways. So next I'm going to be trying out the shade Cursey, and I feel like this is going to be a really natural shade as well. This is what it looks like. The packaging of this one doesn't feel as sturdy. It feels a little bit like loose in the tube. I feel like this is going to be just a little bit deeper and a little bit more pink. So let's apply this one. So this is definitely the type of shade that I prefer. It's just a little bit deeper and I feel like it looks a little bit more flattering. It reminds me a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It's just like a little bit more vibrant, but I love this shade. I feel like it's super pretty. So like I said, the shade Cursey, I feel like this is one a lot of people would actually really love. Then the next shade I have right here is the shade Fembot. And I feel like this one is going to be a bit similar to the previous one, but a little bit deeper. But this is what the shade Fembot looks like. I feel like it's very similar. It is a little bit more mauve-y toned and just like a tiny bit deeper, I would say, but I don't see like a super big difference. So in hindsight, I probably wouldn't need both, but I mean, on the website, they look pretty different. But this one is super pretty as well. This is also the type of shade that I really enjoy wearing, and I just find the formula of these very comfortable. They're very different than I was expecting. They look sort of like very matte in the tube, but they are super creamy and, like I said, quite slippery even. But I feel like only the first shade looks a little bit messy and the rest look nice and even on the lips, so I do really like that. So that is the shade Fembot. I have one more natural shade left, and then the last one is going to be super deep, so I'm kind of scared of that one, but let's see what this one is looking like. The next one I have here is the shade Venus in Furs, and this again looks sort of like that mauve-y one, but I feel like this one is definitely going to be a little bit deeper and a little bit more purple toned than the previous one. So let's apply this because I'm very curious. So this is what the shade Venus in Furs is looking like, and like I already was guessing, it is a lot cooler, sort of like purpley brown toned, and it's also a lot deeper than the previous one. I feel like it is a pretty shade and it's definitely unique in my collection. I feel like I don't really own a shade like this, just like a little bit grungy and pretty unique in my collection. So I'm kind of happy with this shade as well. That is the shade Venus in Furs. And now let's remove this and move on to the deepest lipstick that I have. So the last lipstick that I have right here is the shade Megmenemy, and this is a super deep lipstick. I already showed this in a previous haul, and the reason I got this because I felt like it was very much giving Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour. I'm actually wearing the t-shirt from the Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour, so I'm like in appropriate attire to try this lipstick today. So let's see what it looks like. I'm a little bit scared because it's either going to be really cool and cringy or it's going to be scary. It's definitely a lot deeper than what I usually wear, and I'm not really sure if I like it. I don't think I like it actually. I don't have a lip liner in this color, so it's like extremely messy. I wouldn't wear it like this. I would only consider wearing it if I have a proper lip liner to go with it. I feel like it looks kind of cool, and the more I'm looking at it, I am getting more used to it, but I probably wouldn't get a lot of use out of this lipstick at all. It's just like a little bit too different for me maybe, and I think I'm just going to remove it right now. Okay everyone, then this was it for my Pat McGrath try on lip swatches video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope that this was helpful. If you did enjoy this video, I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!